The Samsung Galaxy S25 series is just around the corner, and as always, we pretty much already know everything there is to know. What's up guys, Safio on Super Saf TV, and we're going to be breaking down all of the leaks and rumors Super Saf style so you know exactly what to expect. And stay tuned towards the end for news of a bonus device. Right, so as expected, there will be 3 new Samsung Galaxy S25 devices, the S25, the S25 Plus, and the S25 Ultra. Now when it comes to the design, from the earliest leaks from On Leaks to now with some official renders being leaked by winfuture.de, it looks like the S25 and the S25 Plus are gonna look very similar to the S24, the S24 Plus. So flat sides, rounded corners with the triple ring camera design. Now, the triple ring camera design is gonna have a slight update. It looks like we've got thicker rings, but apart from that, things look relatively the same. Now, for the S25 Ultra, we do have a design update. So for the S24 Ultra, Samsung went with a flat display, but the edges were still slightly curved, and it does have the box of corners. With the S25 Ultra, it looks like Samsung will be going for flat sides with rounded corners. Now, not as rounded as the S25 and the S25 Plus, but definitely rounded. Now this is pretty much all but confirmed. We've even seen a full-on leaked video on Reddit too. Now for me, this is a welcome change. Although the box of corners on the S24 Ultra look good, they do kind of dig into your hand. So the rounded corners on the S25 Ultra should be better. Let me know what you guys think. Now for the S25 and the S25 Plus, it looks like we'll have a version of Armor Aluminium. They are going to be reserving titanium for the S25 Ultra. Now for the colors, they have been leaked by Evan Blass. It looks like we're going to have a titanium black, gray, jade green, jet black, pink gold, silver blue, and white silver for the S25 Ultra. And for the S25 and the S25 Plus, a blue black, a coral red, an icy blue, a mint, a navy, a pink gold, and a silver shadow. So 7 colors each. However, 3 of each of these colors will be exclusive to Samsung.com as we have every year. The S25 Ultra, as expected and as we can see from all of the leaks, will maintain the embedded S Pen. In terms of improvements to the S Pen, it seems like Samsung has pretty much reached peak when it comes to things like latency, but it's definitely a nice to have. Right now for the displays, they all look like they're going to be very similar to what we saw last year. So small bezels with the Infinity O punch out with a peak brightness of 2600 nits. So it looks like this will remain the same. Now with the S25, we're going to have a 6.2-inch Full HD Plus display, the S25 Plus, a 6.7-inch Quad HD Plus display, and for the S25 Ultra, a 6.8-inch Quad HD Plus display. All of them will be using Samsung's AMOLED technology with up to 120 Hz for the refresh rate, although we will probably have a better version of LTPO technology for the S25 Ultra. So no big improvements for the displays, but the S24 series also had great displays, and the S24 Ultra had my favorite display of 2024, and that was because of Gorilla Armor, which is anti-reflective. Now, according to leaker Ice Universe, the S25 Ultra will have a more powerful second-generation version of Gorilla Armor, so this is supposedly going to be more durable compared to the previous generation. Now let's talk about performance. So as expected, the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra will have the Snapdragon 8 Elite for Galaxy across the board. Now, for Galaxy is basically a slightly overclocked version of the chip. And considering that the Snapdragon 8 Elite is the flagship chip for Android smartphones of 2025, you can expect the S25 Ultra to be right up there amongst the competition. Now, for the S25 and the S25 Plus, it looks like we are going to be having a bit of a split like we had last year. So some regions will get the Snapdragon 8 Elite for Galaxy, but other regions, like the UK, will likely have the Exynos 2500. Now, how much of a difference will there be between the Snapdragon 8 Elite and the Exynos 2500? We're going to have to wait and see. Some good news is around the RAM. The rumors are saying that the S25 series will come with a base of 12 gigabytes of RAM, so no more 8 gigabytes. And for storage, the S25 is going to come with 128 or 256 gigabyte storage options. The S25 Plus will come with 256 or 512 gigabyte storage options. And the S25 Ultra, like we had last year, will come with either 256, 512 gigabytes or 1 terabyte. However, rumors are that although it will come with 12 gigabytes of RAM as a base, it will have an option for up to 16 gigabytes for the larger storage options. Right now for the cameras, from all of the leaks and rumors, it seems like the S25 and the S25 Plus will have very similar hardware to the S24 and the S24 Plus. So a 50 megapixel primary camera, a 12 megapixel ultra-wide camera, and a 10 megapixel telephoto camera, which will give you 3 times optical zoom and up to 30 times digital zoom. Now, having said that, we will have the new image signal processors from the new chipsets, which should improve photography and video. And for the S25 Ultra, generally the camera setup remains the same, but with one big change. So we'll have a 200 megapixel primary camera, a 10 megapixel 3 times telephoto camera, a 50 megapixel 5 times telephoto camera. But the new thing is a 50 megapixel ultra-wide camera up from 12 megapixels. Now, according to X-User Assemble Debug, this will be the ISO-cell GN3 sensor. So this will be a nice improvement to the already good 12 megapixel ultra-wide camera that we have on the S24 Ultra. Now, as always, guys, I'm going to be working on some super SAF style camera comparisons as soon as I've got the S25 Ultra in hand. For to see that first, you know what to do. Be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss that coverage. Now for software, as expected, we're going to be having Android 15 with One UI 7 out of the box. We've already seen lots of beta versions of One UI 7 on previous devices, so we're going to get all of the new features that come with that. In terms of updates, Samsung is ahead of the game when it comes to updates, and it looks like we will still get 7 generations of OS updates with 7 years of security updates on the Samsung Galaxy S25 series. And of course, there will be a bunch of Galaxy AI features. We saw lots introduced on the Galaxy S24 series. Then we saw some updates with the Galaxy Fold series. And it looks like we're going to have all of those, such as Circle to Search, Live Translate, and my favorite, Sketch to Image. But it looks like we'll also potentially have some new Galaxy AI features. There haven't been too many leaks around that as yet. Now for the batteries and charging. From what we can see, we're going to have the same size batteries on all of the devices. So 4,000 milliamps on the S25, 4,900 milliamps on the S25 Plus, and 5,000 milliamps on the S25 Ultra. Now, although we'll have the same size batteries, because of the new, more efficient chipsets, in particular the Snapdragon 8 Elite, we should be getting better battery life across all of these devices. For wired charging, the rumored speeds are the same as last year. It's 25 watts for the S25 and up to 45 watts for the S25 Plus and the S25 Ultra. However, it looks like we are going to be getting an improvement for wireless charging because all of the devices should support Qi2 wireless charging. Qi2 wireless charging will mean that you'll be able to use MagSafe accessories that will clip on, like we've seen from Apple over the past couple of years, and also up to 25 watts of wireless charging. This is going to be an improvement compared to the 15 watts that we had on the S24 series. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Now for the price, according to winfuture.de, at least in euros, the pricing will remain the same as what we had last year. So for the S25, a starting price of around 900 euros. For the S25 Plus, a starting price of around 1,150 euros. And for the S25 Ultra, a starting price of 1,450 euros. I'd also expect the pricing to remain the same as last year in other regions like the UK and US as well. And the release date, well, Samsung has officially announced that the unpacked date will be the 22nd of January. So that is the date that you need to be putting in your diaries, and availability will usually be the week after that. Now, of course, as soon as I've got the devices in hand, I'll be doing lots of coverage. You're not going to want to miss it. So be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon. Thanks. What about the bonus device you promised? Oh yeah. Sorry. Almost forgot about that. The bonus device. Well, you may already know that it's rumored that there will be another Samsung Galaxy S25 device, and that will be the S25 Slim. Now, this device is not going to be released at the same time as the other S25 devices, although they might just tease it. And the S25 Slim is rumored to have a 6.66-inch screen with a 200 megapixel main camera, a 50 megapixel ultra-wide camera, and a 50 megapixel telephoto camera, powered by the Snapdragon 8 Elite with a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. Now, the key thing about this device is that it's going to be, as the name suggests, super slim. According to leaker Ice Universe, it's going to be 6-point-something millimeters thin. So under 7 millimeters, which will be pretty impressive. Now, there really aren't many leaked visuals around this, But Technizo Concept has actually done some very impressive renders, as well as for the S25 series like you've been seeing. Definitely check out his channel. I'll be linking that down in the description below. Of course, as soon as we have more information around the S25 Slim, we'll be covering that here on the channel. So that's everything you need to know about the S25 series. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you did, then do smash that like button for me. Remember, don't forget to stay tuned from the 22nd of Jan for all of the S25 coverage. Thanks for watching. This is Saf on Super Saf TV. I'll see you next time.